Naming or labeling a problem correctly is a crucial first step in solving it effectively. This is because the way we define a problem shapes the strategies we develop, the resources we allocate, and ultimately the solutions we implement. Misidentifying or mislabeling an issue can lead to wasted efforts, ineffective solutions, and even exacerbate the problem. There are several reasons why getting the name of the problem right is so important. Here's the first, with more to follow in the next videos. Clarity and focus. Correctly naming a problem brings clarity to what exactly needs to be addressed. When a problem is vaguely defined, it becomes difficult to focus efforts on the right areas, leading to confusion or fragmented solutions. Clear labeling helps individuals and teams zero in on the specific issue, making it easier to align resources, skills, or time towards resolving it. Your friend, for example, may pass you in the street without saying hi, and you immediately spiral into panic or anger. After zooming out and thinking about this normally very friendly and sociable person, you can hopefully reach the conclusion he's just having a bad day and didn't see you, and get on with your life happily. In that happy circumstance, there is now no problem you need to solve. If a company is facing declining sales, the problem could stem from several factors: poor marketing, product quality, customer service, or competitive pressure. Without correctly naming the root issue, such as ineffective digital marketing, the team may misdirect its efforts, wasting time on irrelevant areas like product design or pricing. Here's reason number 2 why it's important to call out your issue by the correct name. Accurate diagnosis. Naming a problem is akin to diagnosing an illness. Just as a doctor cannot prescribe the right treatment without a correct diagnosis, problem solvers cannot create effective strategies without understanding the true nature of the issue. A misdiagnosed problem leads to inappropriate solutions that may address symptoms but not the root cause. Often people tell me confidence is an issue for them or for someone else. Upon observation or conversation, it then transpires that being an introvert or being excessively polite is the issue, not confidence. A potentially damaging mislabeling right there, leading us towards very different conversations and solutions. In a workplace setting, low employee morale could be due to various reasons such as poor leadership, lack of recognition, or burnout. If a manager incorrectly labels the issue as mere laziness or lack of motivation, they might try to solve it by introducing incentives or tighter supervision, which would fail to address the underlying causes like insufficient work-life balance or leadership communication issues. Here's reason number 3 why it's important to call out your issue correctly. Preventing unintended consequences. Solving the wrong problem can often create additional problems. When the real issue is not accurately defined, the solutions that follow can have unintended consequences that make things worse. Mislabeling can lead to overcomplicating or oversimplifying the situation, resulting in wasted resources and further complication. You might leave your job because you think they're stressing you out and overworking you and don't care about you. Then you start a new job and, surprise, surprise, the same thing happens. So you move again and the same happens again. Only then do you take the time to examine what's really happening and see that nobody is asking you to stay late, that it's your own conscientiousness causing you to behave like this. Everyone else understands that getting your inbox to 0 isn't always possible and goes home. The moves were, in fact, pointless. For example, a school facing declining student performance might label the issue as poor teaching and invest heavily in teacher training. However, if the real problem is an outdated curriculum or insufficient student support, the additional training will not improve outcomes and valuable resources will be misallocated. Here's reason number 4 why it's important to call out your issue correctly. It enables collaboration and buy-in. When a problem is labelled correctly, it becomes easier to communicate it clearly to others. This transparency fosters collaboration and buy-in from stakeholders, as everyone can understand and agree on the nature of the issue. It sets the foundation for unified efforts towards a common solution, as opposed to fragmented approaches that arise from differing views of the problem. A couple may, for example, argue over chores, with one shouting, "If only you would do more housework, my life would be better," and proceeding to leave chore demands and notes around the house and tell their friends all about it at every opportunity. However, as we can all probably deduce when we think about it properly, i.e. zoom out, the problem might be that there isn't adequate communication about expectations in that relationship. Communication is therefore the first problem, not necessarily yet laziness or whatever argument they seem to have skipped onto. Talk about expectations, preferences, strengths, then get buy-in to agree something. Then you have a clear path forwards. In a work team setting, for instance, if the issue is labelled vaguely as inefficiency, each team member might interpret it differently. One might see it as a technical issue, while another might see it as poor time management. If it is more accurately labelled as bottleneck in internal communication processes, everyone can then rally around a specific clear focus, making it easier to design and implement solutions that address the real problem. Here's my final benefit to calling out your issue by the correct name. Number 5, optimizing resources and solutions. Correctly identifying the problem allows for the efficient use of resources. When the problem is misnamed, people may end up wasting time, energy, and money on solving the wrong issue. Accurately naming a problem ensures that the right people, tools, and strategies are applied, maximizing efficiency and effectiveness in solving the issue. We often see couples where one wants more profound communication than the other, or is simply better at it, and their partner starts spending money on gifts and treats to solve it. A complete waste of money, of course, because all that was needed was the offer of time and conversation. At work, if a management team labels a problem as customer retention, when in fact it's a product quality issue, they might spend money on customer loyalty programs instead of fixing the product itself, leading to continued customer dissatisfaction. In conclusion, accurately naming or labeling a problem is essential to solving it. It 1. brings clarity, 2. ensures an accurate diagnosis, 3. prevents unintended consequences, 4. fosters collaboration, and 5. optimizes resource allocation. Mislabeling, on the other hand, can lead to wasted effort, ineffective solutions, and potentially larger issues down the line. Taking the time to correctly define and label a problem sets the stage for successful, targeted, and efficient problem solving. It allows individuals or organizations to focus on the real issue and apply the most appropriate solutions, avoiding distractions and costly mistakes. Check out my personal strategy system, mystrategy.me, for a fantastic resource in reflecting upon and strategizing for behaviors and actions across your life. Contemplate and reflect continuously in order to reach the most correct conclusions about you and your world, and to put the best solutions or improvement plans into action. Why not become the content and build your story? The project is you.